Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is Paralives. It just came out today, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a video and get it out for you guys. Um, I have played a little bit on my own today, and I'll just give you an overview of the entire world. It is a pretty good sized world from what I can tell, though you can run completely around it in one day or less. I do tweak some of the settings of the game because after playing it, I do think that the timing of the day is too fast. You don't really have time to eat more than one meal in a day or do anything if you have to work. So I did turn down my time, how quickly it moves, because I do think it's a little bit too quick for my liking. And I did go with the guy, Ricardo Castello the third. And I have my household pairs age, but the non-household pairs don't age because I want to play this rotationally, of course, and see if it is possible. The duration of lifespans, you can make it like short, normal, or long. I'm going to keep it at normal at the moment because I don't really know if I need to go long. If I feel like I do, then I will. This is where I turned up the minutes per real life seconds. I I really hope this doesn't mean 10 minutes per real life seconds because it was at 0.6 and it felt so fast. So I'm really hoping I did this the right way. If I notice time is like flying, I'll turn it all the way down pretty much. It was at 0.6, like I said, though. I did change the trimester duration for pregnancy since I think it could be kind of cool to see. I actually think I'm going to put it at 3 days, just like Sims, and then labor duration will be like 5 hours. I also increased the chances of getting pregnant when attempting to 60, and I brought up the twins. I think it was like 5% or something. I brought it to 20, and then 10% of triplets, and then the job performance threshold for strikes. I left this at 10. I'm not quite sure why you would want this higher, but I guess. And then I also ticked that they automatically eat at work and use the toilet at work because you can literally get a strike at work if your needs are too low. And if they don't take care of those needs, that's kind of silly. Like them people normally eat when they go to work, you know? And then the starting funds, I put it to 5,000 because I don't plan to create a para household for this. I thought we could just play with rotationally with the people that are already here, kind of like Sunset Valley or like I do in The Sims 2. So I thought that would be kind of cool, and then we can kind of get to know the people that are already created for the world, rather than me creating somebody and then having a favorite almost. So I just put it at 5,000 for now. It was at 30,000, so that was something that I did change. And I think we're going to start down here in the left corner. I did write down all of the households. It seems that there is about 25 households to start in this world, which is quite a bit, honestly. But I think it can be fun to kind of see who is here and what they've got going on. So this here is the Darcier household, and they live here in this little apartment by the office buildings down here, and also the little burger joint. They also live near this park. There's a house here for sale, and then there's a couple of neighbors around, of course. But this is two paras in it, so we're going to go ahead and start with those. Okay, so let me go ahead and pause. Oh, that's going so fast. Okay, I did it backwards. I think it needs to be down, not up. Okay, so this needs to be down to 0.1 maybe, because it was at 0.6, but it was so fast, I felt. I kind of hope that they're going to make this where you can tweak how long the days are a little bit more. It's good at the moment, but I think it could be tweaked a bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it down and then see if that fixes it, because that was insane. So when you start a new save file, you're always going to get this newspaper that comes up. And it's always going to be here on the right side of your screen. So you can click it and you can read it, and it does keep track of these throughout the year. So like this is rendition number 1 of the paper. So it's Monday, spring 1, year 1. It says Mayor Bloomberg welcomes the Darcier household and shares a list of activities to do around town. So we can go ahead and accept that. It does give us some goals to work on, and we can go out and like do things with it. And then it also says that the Astronomy Club will be observing a rare space phenomena. We can join them at the Mountaintop Park. And it says, please stop with the graffiti. It's not very nice, says Mayor Bloomberg. Okay. So that is all that's in the paper today. There's a couple photos, but that's it. So when you get another paper like tomorrow, when it'll come up here in the top left, and it will say like you can go back and look at and see what happened. So that's kind of cool. Okay, energy surplus. That's kind of cool. Paras with energy surplus have more energy than the average para. This need refills with some sleep or a skill level up and unlocks powerful perks. Okay, so this here is our goals in life, I guess our long-term objectives, but technically this is like if a para, like Stardew Valley, you know how like you can get quests from people in the world, they're going to actually go in here. So you're going to get your quests in here, and then that's going to be what you're going to head out and go do. And once you do it, then you can turn it in and it will give you like money and stuff, which the money is right here. And then we have like our profile. So this is what Celine Darcier looks like. She has 2 in physique, 1 in mind, 3 in creativity, and 1 in charisma. She's energetic. She's good at taking care of others. Her talent is art. Her sleeping habits is she's an early bird, and her cleaning habits are normal. So that's her. And she is a level 1, and she is a young adult, and she has 21 days until she ages, which I don't think is too bad, honestly. This is the household inventory. You can pretty much access it at any point in time from what I can see. These are her social relationships. The only way to know anything about somebody is to click on them. This is like, you can like find them. They're a household member, they're our exclusive partner, and they're our lover. And then if you click on info, you can kind of see them. So this para doesn't have a nickname yet, but they're a young adult. Their occupation is that they're a cook. The family situation is no known family, so there's no one else in the world that's part of these two's family. And then you can see their personality. So 1 physique, 1 mind, 2 creativity, and 3 charisma. They're gloomy, good at cooperating, and their talent is food. They're also a vegetarian, and their sleep habits are they're actually a night owl, so we're kind of opposites. And the cleaning habits are sloppy, so they're not going to want to be picking up around the house, but we will not mind. So then you can see that we're a florist. We have a plant shop, starts in 23 hours, and this is our performance bar. These are your strikes. So if you get 3, you get immediately fired from your job. And these are your vacation days. The ranks go a lot higher than I expected. I was thinking 1, they go to like, I think they're like 15, 17, and so on and so forth. So the ranks are way higher than I thought. These are your skills. So there's music, food, fitness, technology, art, repair, and science. So if you're looking for your skills or like what you're good at, this para obviously is good at art. So she's probably going to be into the artistic-y things. And then these are your thoughts. And when these bubbles come up and they have a green exclamation point on them, you can click on this and you can choose a short-term goal, I guess, quote unquote, or like a whim or wish, whatever you want to consider it. So we could buy a picture frame. We could improve 3 different skills for 30 minutes each. Or we could become acquaintances with someone new. And since she doesn't really have any acquaintances other than the person that she's living with, I say we go ahead and grab that. And then she's also got another one from being inspired, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. She wants to buy an item from the decor category, so we can go ahead and do that as well. Now, every night when you sleep, your wishes are going to go ahead and be gotten rid of, which I don't know that I agree with. Honestly, I wish there was a button to turn that off. Because if I lock it in here, I obviously want to do it, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't get time to do it in that day, I don't necessarily want you to delete it. So I think that's kind of silly. But I am going to lock in the one about being acquaintances. So like when she goes to sleep, that one definitely isn't going to go anywheres, but the other 2 will reset, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so that's Celine. Let's look at the other sim in here. So this is Kian. And Kian is, gloomy, Of course, we've already went through all of this. He also has the Discover the Town stuff as well. In the inventory, there's still nothing. He knows Celine, and he also knows Roger, which is his coworker. Okay. And they both work as a cook. He starts in 4 days. He's a rank 1, and he makes $2.50 an hour. His mood and cooking would give him a good performance, and then he has no strikes or no vacation days. These are his skills, so he's into food, of course. And then you've got his thoughts and emotions down here. So it can pick a reaction to this because he's feeling sad. So maybe he wants to cook a recipe, which is like a frozen cheese pizza, because I'm sure that's something that would make him happy. And then we have Inspired, which you can buy an item from the decor category as well. And I'm going to lock in to do the cooking because he's obviously into that. Now, we live here in this building, I do believe right here. Yes. And we live on the top floor. So this is our place, which is pretty pink. So if you want to go down, of course you can. This is like the lobby, I would assume, for the apartment. And then we have like this, I don't even know if this is like boarded up literally. And then this is just like a room that we don't go into. And then if you go up a floor, it's empty. Go up another floor, it's also empty. And if you go one more floor, that's our apartment. So our apartment, the front door is right here. You come in, there's like a black couch, just some pink and black sofas. They've got a computer. This is their dining table. This is their kitchen. And then, oops, this is their bedroom here. And they have a bathroom here. And then they also have a balcony with a little patio furniture on it. I do like that they've added furniture to these, though nobody lives there, so it's kind of pointless. So yeah, if you ever want to look at the map view, this is what it's, you use WASD to move around. And then you can like zoom in where you want to zoom in at. There are some things that I will talk about at the end of this video that I do think still need to be worked on. And I do understand that this is early access, so I know that everything's not going to be perfect. And that's why we're just going to have fun and not create too much drama, hopefully. Okay, so first off, our Paras are looking good need-wise, other than she's a little bit hungry, but I think we're okay. So I say, why don't we try and have them both do some of the stuff that they want to do? Now, one thing I have to say is the cooking is not great in this, from what I've seen. A lot of this is like, so like right now this is a microwaved hot dog, but the household that I was playing earlier, like on my other household, this was actually a microwave hamburger. Instant rice is the same, and then spaghetti marinara wasn't the second recipe. I don't remember what it was, but I also wonder, like, does it depend on like your parents like skills or whatever, because they like cooking, right? So that kind of makes sense. So if you click on this, it will actually tell you the percentage of how likely you are to create this item without burning it, which I do kind of like, though I do like the spontaneousness of like, I'm going to cook this and then it ends up being a fire, but yeah. Okay, so we're going to make this and it's a meal. This is where it gets confusing, because if I click on instant rice, like this is a meal, it's a single portion, and so is this. But when I was playing on my other save, which I launched that like right when Paralives got released, they could make, there was something, they could make a pizza for one, and that's not in here. And for two, the meal that they could make was so they got a microwave veggie burger, microwave tofu dog, and then a peanut butter toast. So see, like they don't have as high of a, interesting. So I feel like everyone kind of gets like their own set of meals, which is weird. Because I'm just used to it probably being the other way, but yeah. I don't know if this is going to be I guess spaghetti marinara doesn't seem like it has pasta in it. Okay, let's cook this up because they want to cook. Is this going slower? Yeah, I think so. I think it was like 0.6 or something, and it was really fast. And that's like too much for me. Okay, so Celine, I think we should meet some people. And there are some people just kind of chilling and walking around. So if you go and talk with people, you'll be able to like meet them, obviously, and have a conversation with them. And it can go bad or it can go good. So this is kind of like one thing that I dislike is the communication. And I'm going to explain why while they're talking. So there's this bar down here next to her picture, and it has to fill up for you to be able to do an interaction. So like I can't sit here and tell them what to talk about. I can only tell them to talk, which I find to be kind of limiting for like storytelling purposes. For like people who just like to micromanage. This kind of ruins that for me, and it's boring. So if you're sitting here trying to make a friendship with somebody, you have to sit here for a couple of hours in game and talk to this person, right? But you have to keep, every so often you have to keep just clicking this and picking things, and the things are the same over and over and over. So like honestly, like we just want to introduce ourselves as, you know, whatever. But I can't tell you how many times I've done this to paras in the game today because like, well, obviously we're talking to introduce ourselves. Also, I really wish that it would show their ages when you're speaking to them because like when I was looking at her, she didn't look like she was younger than me. But now looking at her standing next to me, I'm pretty sure she's younger than me, or else I'm a skyscraper. Okay, so like that kind of is something I would really like to see added, is like a little bar above their head. Like when you do it in The Sims 4, like you hover over somebody and you can kind of see like how old they are and all of that, like their name and stuff. I think that would be really beneficial in this. Just because like she kind of looks like a teen to me, or like a young adult, but I'm not quite sure which she is. So it would be kind of nice to like absolutely be like, okay, she's definitely like my age when trying to meet some people. And this is what I mean about the conversation. It's like I'm not really doing anything. I'm just kind of sitting here like letting it play out. Because there isn't really any interactions. Now you can sit here and fast forward and fast forward and fast forward and fast forward, but then you fast forward your entire day. And I did catch myself doing that a lot, and I like to play slower when I play. But I feel like this kind of conversation in the game kind of is lacking. Because you can't be like, oh, I want to kiss this person, you know what I'm saying? Or like create drama, like argue with them or anything like that. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. I don't know. I think I would like to see interactions being added to the conversation. So like maybe it's, maybe this is like the chatter in between. And then, if you choose to select an interaction to do, like I want to ask her about her career, I don't have to wait for it to pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like that is taking so much time out of my day to wait for them to have this conversation long enough for the bar to fill. I just think that is so silly. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. The communication especially is not in it, like where it's at for me. And honestly, I still don't really love the paras, and I don't love the white lines around them, honestly. Even now looking at them in game, I'm like, ugh, those lines on their body are just like, I don't know, they're too harsh. Maybe if they could like lighten them or something, I don't know. It just makes them look really weird in my opinion. But like I said, this is all my own personal opinions. These are things that I've noticed that I really don't like about Paralives, compared to like other things. Now, I'm not saying any one of these games, like I'm not saying Sims is the best. I'm not saying Paralives is the best. I'm not saying Inzo is the best. I'm just pointing out things that I don't like when I play the newer games, because obviously we all know what we don't like about The Sims 4, right? And I'm pretty sure I've, said it 1,000 times. So how often can I really say it? You know what I'm saying? I do think this game is pretty. But yeah, there are definitely flaws. Like I had to wait that long just for the bar to fill so that we could say something. So we can share a want with others, we can brag about fulfilling a want, or we can say mean things about household members. So I guess we'll share a want with others. Okay. So yeah. Buy an item from the decor category is what she just got because it's the only one we have. I also really have noticed, oh, I guess I can't do it zoomed out. I have noticed that I really don't like this. Oh, you can't even get to it because it's like literally going crazy. But I don't like this. It looks bad in my opinion. I feel like if they made it look more like realistic, kind of like the art style of the game and not just like a big blur of blue, that would make the game look better in my opinion too. Like this grass moving, it looks really good. So like why wouldn't you make the sky look good as well, in my opinion? But yeah, this bar fills way too slow. Also, you cannot edit your town like at all. Not without a mod anyways. So you can't edit any of the community lots, which I find to be discouraging of like the creative mind who wants to like do it themselves. So I don't really love that. And yeah, it's just kind of irritating that that they've limited the game quite a bit to start. And there isn't seasons to start either, but they did say they'll be coming, so that's fantastic. So I'm not too worried about that. But those are like the big things I think for me at the moment. I also think making the groups is very difficult sometimes. Like you can drag like this and make them a group, of course. But sometimes when I do that, it still doesn't select both of them. It'll just select one of them. And then my group isn't technically formed. And then the things that you have, like you have to make groups sometimes to make interactions come up. So I just find that a bit weird. Like, why can't I just, why can't I just, oh, they were supposed to cook, frozen cheese pizza and I made them cook spaghetti. Whoopsie. Like why can't I just choose to create a group with somebody or choose the interaction wherever it needs to be? Because I feel like that is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of constricting of like what you can do in a sense. One of the things that kind of bothers me is, okay, I think this might be moving too slow now. Let's turn it up to maybe 0.4 and see if that feels better. But yeah, so like woohooing in the bed, you have to create a group to do it. And I find that to be a bit weird. That's just me though. Say the conversation is boring, share energy with the world, or share something inspiring. How about inspiring? Okay, so like I don't want to have to make a group to be able to go woohoo in the bed, you know what I mean? Try for baby. I could not even figure it out on my own. I had to literally Google it because I couldn't figure out how to try for baby on my own personal save. But yeah, there are a lot of things also that I do find to be good with the game. One of them being how hustling and bustling in the city really feels. And another one being that there's like quests in the game, though I do think that the quests are very repetitive. I probably got some of the same quests multiple times in a row. And I do feel like that's a bit weird. Only because, like, you know, you want your game to feel like there's some variety to it and some like differences. And if everyone is going to do the same things all the time, just based on like whatever you choose for your person, like art or whatever, then you're going to have a lot of the same people and it's going to get really boring and they're all going to want to do pretty much the same things. And it's just going to be like, what the heck, you know? So I'm really hoping that they're going to add some more things to that to kind of flush it out, because otherwise it's going to get really boring really fast. So I did bring them both over here. I think they're both on their way. Another thing is you have to run around the town. There isn't cars in the game from what I can tell. You can ride a bus, but sometimes it can be a little lengthy to get back to you. So, yeah. Are we there yet? Either of them? Oh, she's here. Okay. Okay, let's visit this. So if you want to visit a lot, you actually have to load the lot every time. Which I thought they said there was going to be, I thought they said there was going to be, okay, so you can purchase this plant every day. It's free. There's some people out here. Buy an item from the decor category. These are mainly just like the stores right here in the center of the city. What is she doing? She's just so sad. Okay, well, why don't we introduce ourselves? Why don't you talk with Paul?
Tupi. Yuki. Miki Topi no. Pimi. Lapi. Bibi. Ikimu. Bubunipu.
Okay.
Yumi. Bime. Tupi.
Well, at least we've met him.
Pimi.
And then we can talk with Roger as well and become acquaintance with him, which will finish this for us. And there is Maggie, by the way, if you were wondering. She is in the world. Okay, so we get to introduce ourselves in an energetic manner. Did we actually get to do that with him too and I didn't choose it? Yes. So we get to introduce ourselves in the same way. Nice. Now, there's always new people that you can like talk with. Not necessarily are they people that live in the world though. Okay. So you have a couple people over there talking. So we can express artistic opinions or motivate self about today. Let's do the artistic opinions. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and stop talking because it is 10:30 now, and they're just stood here playing games. So as you see, it says collect 5 gems, mushrooms, or artifacts, make a donation to the museum, and make a donation to the community center. So the museum and the community center are like Stardew Valley, if you've ever played it, where you have to like collect things and donate them or whatever. So those are things that we're going to have to do to finish discovering the town. But before we do that, I actually want to come up here and I want her to look at the daily requests from the townies, which again is like another card from Stardew Valley where you get like the people, they ask you to bring them like a fish or whatever. This is like the same thing. They can ask you to bring something from around town, or they can ask you to like to like collect them something or whatever. Are you up for a fire drill? Start a fire, then extinguish it. It's up to you if you want to take the risk. So I don't know that I want to start a fire, but like what if one goes out? And I don't know that these have time limits on it. So technically we could just take this because we don't really have high skill in like anything at this point. So like as long as we're like cooking, there's always a chance we could start a fire. So we'll go ahead and accept it. And then it says anyone can play the guitar or the piano at the Castle Plaza, but so many beginners have been playing that my ears have started to hurt. Can you finally play something worth hearing? So you have to play the piano at the Castle Plaza for 4 hours, which seems pretty darn easy. Not saying that we're going to be very good at it, but we can certainly give it a shot. And the piano that she's talking about is literally right here. So let's go ahead and play the piano and see how we get on. So now, because we have these 2 exclamation points here, is because the quests have actually moved in here. So these are your goals. You can pin them so they go over here like this, which is probably easier because, let's be honest, we don't have anything else to be staring at over here. So she's actually leveling up piano, and she's also leveling up music. She has a happy reaction to pick. So we can buy a picture frame, improve 3 different skills for 30 minutes each, or she actually wants to become friends with Monica Aoki. So we're actually going to go ahead and do that because I think that is a wonderful idea to make a new friend. So let's go see Monica in our thing. So Monica Aoki is the girl that we were talking to out front of our house. And if you click on find Parafolk, it'll bring you literally right to Monica. So you can actually click on Monica and you can go ahead and start talking to her. And that doesn't go away until like ever. So you could sit here and click on Monica whenever you need her to become friends with her. And she is a young adult, by the way. We're just really tall compared to her. I thought she was a teenager. And then you click your para and you go right back to her. So yeah, there are plenty of people around to communicate with. Now, you're just standing here on your phone, so let's get you to do something a little bit more helpful, I guess. Why don't you go ahead and start meeting some people around here as well. Get to know some people, and maybe, you know, we'll make some friends in the long run, especially because he's sad. So he wants to become acquaintances with someone new, which is perfect. Go ahead and become acquaintances with her. Okay, so we've just leveled up our piano skill to level 2. We can introduce ourselves in a pumped up manner. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we're already acquaintances with her now. So that's done. Fantastic. Another thing I wish you could see is the relationships with people from this panel, like the romance and friendship bars, like in the Sims games. I wish I could see that just with a glance, because I don't want to have to go through and look at all these different things for each person. Or if I could look at it at a glance and be like, okay, I'm friendly with them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I just like that person. That would be kind of nice to know. So I hope one day they'll add that, because I think that would be really good. And how long have we been going on this for the piano skill? Looks like about 2 hours already done, which is not bad at all. Talk about this new home. How about that? Hope they both liked it. Fantastic. And we're just working on the piano while he's off having a conversation. Another thing that really irks me is these people are literally standing inside of each other. So I really hope they do something about the clipping, because I think it's too much. Like, I don't think your paras, should be able to stand in the same spot. I think that's too much. I think they need to put in some, like, anti-clipping stuff, because that doesn't look good. It looks ridiculous. And they're still talking and having a conversation. And we're getting up close to about noon now. This is quite a bit slower than what it originally was. It was very quick before. Share a depressing story. No, talk about food. You really like food. Oh, she doesn't like food. Okay. Well, good to know. We talked to her about food and she said, you know what? I'm not really interested in food. Please don't talk to me about that. So we won't talk to her about food anymore. All right, we're just waiting for this to finish. It's still looking like maybe 2 hours left still. Okay, I think we go ahead and have you two stop. I'm actually going to click on my para and have them go home. The running animation's kind of funny, but I try to overlook because I think it's funny. Now I'm going to play each household for one day. So we'll play them until they go to bed tonight and then we'll move on. Oh, wait. So this is actually something we can collect. So let's go ahead and grab this. This is an oyster that we can collect. And if we collect it, then we can donate it to the museum or the community center if it needs it. So that is fantastic. Okay, now let's go home. And when you collect them, it goes into this here. So we have the plant that we bought at the store that was free. And then we also have the oyster we just picked up. Not bad. And we clipped through a building. That's another thing I think they need to work on. And that comes into that clipping category where we clip through things. I don't know. I just think they need to work a little bit on the clipping because it's a little bit out of control, honestly. And it kind of doesn't look good when they do it, you know? So I would like to see them kind of rework that a bit if they could. Okay, let's go ahead and slap our plant down. We can just click place on it. And then, oops, it brings us into this. And then we can place it wherever we want. And then I'm just going to leave the collectible in there for right now. Okay, so we need to actually buy an item from the decor category. So if you press tab, that's your build by. And we need to go in here to furnishings. And then we need to go over to decor. And we need to pick something that we want to put up on our wall. We could maybe do like these pictures, maybe. I wish I could see it better. There's also like a clock. Some plates. Ooh, I do like this clock a lot. It's like one of my favorite clocks in real life. Though I do think it needs to be sized down a bit. So what you can do to do that, you click this, you click on it, and then you click this, and you click toggle advanced transform. And then you can like, oh, that's, I thought we could make it smaller with that. Oh my gosh, the bouncing up and down in this is intense. No. I thought that's how you did it. Oh, there we go. It's this one. All right, we'll go ahead and buy that. And then when you've got it placed, you press tab and it will bring you right back out. And we finished that for both of them as well. Fantastic. Okay. So I think we could actually have him head over and donate that item. So this is the community center where you can donate stuff. It's right next to the thingy. So let's have him come try and donate that here. Has she finished this yet? Oh, she's at like 3 hours. She's getting there. It's taken her a little bit of time, which is fine. Learning streak bonus. Nice. Because you're energetic, you gain +3 learning speed bonus and a random skill because you learn something else. Learning streak bonus vibe energetic. Nice. Okay, where is our para at? Oh, just arriving, just in time. So we need to make a donation to the museum, but we also need to make a donation to the community center. So we're going to go ahead and do it to the community center if we can. Okay, so in here you're going to see that they need these different things. So there's food, meals, there's the gourmet meals, and then you have like your mushroom stuff down here. And an oyster is one of them. So if you want to donate it, if you hover over it, it'll tell you if you've donated or offered it to the community center. We're going to go ahead and offer this one. So we're going to go ahead and donate. And that is now in there. And now that is actually ticked off. And if you look around, you'll see piles of things like this that you can collect. And when you do collect them, you can keep donating them. And eventually you can level these community centers up and stuff. And you can actually get money from it. So that's really cool. So yeah, we'll look around a bit more. He's just getting the 2 collectibles that we had found. This spot over here, personally, I think this has a lot of stuff that spawns in it. So I do like to collect from here. Right now it doesn't have too much. And then you've got like this little area, and then you've got the cemetery. The cemetery can sometimes have things in it like this. Okay, she's level 4. Fantastic. And you can see that he's headed back off to go do what he's got to do. And if you get 2 things, I would say probably donate them, one to the community center and one to the museum, just so you can get them both out of the way, especially. This is also another thing. It's a shiitake, so we can, like I said, a shiitake mushroom, and we'll go ahead and pick that up too. Okay, how are we doing with her? She is finished. Play the piano at the Castle Plaza for 4 hours. I thought that's where we were. No. Is this is Castle Plaza. Is there another one in here? Hold up. I think I might have made a mistake. That's the town hall and library though. Isn't this the Castle Plaza? No? Okay. I don't know. I don't see a piano here. What is this? It's like a zip line. Like, where does it go? Okay. I thought we were doing the right thing, but I guess not. Okay, well, she wants to improve 3 different skills for 30 minutes each. Okay. Oh, he's just laying on the floor. Okay. Let's have him donate to the museum. And he's sad. Let's pick a reaction. Become friends with Haven. Okay, Haven Elves. All right. That was sweet. He actually enjoyed speaking to her then. Okay, so when this pops up, you can go ahead and donate. And if you hover over the things, like I did before, it'll tell you, it's popping up over there, if I've donated it or not. So I'm going to go ahead and donate that. So you'll see that I haven't donated that. And once you donated them, they actually gray out, so you can't do them again. And then we have the shiitakes. So we've got 3 things in there, which is fantastic. Okay. So now we can claim our rewards. Personality level up for both of our Sims. So if we click on our personality, we can actually level up our personality. So for him, he can choose bottomless stomach, inspiring cook, and discuss food. New together card, discuss food, makes you progress in the food skill for 1 hour. The inspiring cook says cooked food has an inspiring bonus that gives +1 learning speed. And the bottomless stomach makes the hunger need bar longer by 3 points. So I think we'll go ahead and do bottomless stomach because he likes to cook. So I feel like he would like to eat what he cooks. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. So we're kind of hungry a little bit. We could probably meet up and do something, but let's go ahead and level her up as well. So she has high art and increases the sell value of paintings by 1.2, and happy painters is completing a painting gives a +3 happy, which I think we'll do because a happy painter seems like something that would benefit her. If you're in a good mood, you can keep painting, you know. And she's kind of sad, so we don't really want that. Let's see. She wants to become, or he wants to become friends with Haven. Okay, so it looks like Haven is at the gym. So I'm actually going to have her come on over here as well. Is this Haven? Yes. Okay, we're gonna have him come over and talk with her. There's also another floor to the gym upstairs. So this is like where the weights are and stuff. And the yoga mat. And then there is another floor, but I don't think there's anything on it. It's just empty. I don't know why they left so many spaces empty. I almost feel like that's kind of like an oversight. Like, did you mean to? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like things could have went in there. Like, maybe they're thinking we're gonna expand them. I don't know. Okay, we are kind of hungry, but I think I'm gonna let her go ahead and use the bathroom real quick. Now, he does want to befriend her. And don't worry, things are still blurred out. Okay, it's looking like it's almost just about dinner time for them. And I think we might take them out because they have a good bit of money. Now, do either of them work tomorrow? He does. Okay. At 7 a.m. too. So it's got to be kind of quick on. Let's talk about food. Oh, she doesn't like food. I forgot about that. Shoot. I keep forgetting. Okay. So this is what you're going to spend a lot of your Paralives lives doing, or your pairs lives doing, is just standing around while they talk. Or fast forwarding while they talk. Okay, so let's teach recipe instant rice or brag about fulfilling want. Let's teach the recipe. Now she should have instant rice unlocked when we play as her. As I think she's obviously a playable sim. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What's her last name? Alves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an Alves in the world. Somewheres. Okay, we want to watch TV. I don't know that there's a TV here. Nope, doesn't look it. Okay. That's a job?
Tuka. Bipati. Hekakine. Budi. Kiku. Puka.
Okay, she's getting kind of hungry and sleepy.
Muni.
So is he. He also really needs to use the bathroom.
Chomi.
So I think I'll fill this bar one more time and then have him go to the bathroom and then we'll eat and head home.
Mila fitafi.
That's what I'm thinking.
Chiku.
So, let's see. Assault family. No known family. Okay. Fantastic. So I think we're going to end the conversation there. Let's have him use the bathroom. And then obviously wash his hands. And then I think we're going to head out from here and go get some food. So I'm going to look for a place to go. I was kind of thinking, why don't we go to, it's kind of back close to our house, because remember, we do live down here at this yellow marker. Why don't we go back to this restaurant right here and get some food there, because it's on the way home. So I'm going to have you go here, and I'm going to have you go here, and then we should be good. You want to pick something? Spend 2 hours inside. Okay. What else do you want to do? Watch TV or eat a snack. So the only bad thing is about these little things, there's not a lot of emotions to feel. And based on the emotions, not based on like who you are, but based on the emotions mainly and how you're feeling, will be a lot of the same little whims or wishes or whatever that you will have to go through if you want to play with them at all. So if you want to play with them, that's fine, but just know that you're going to get like the same ones all the time. So it'll get really tedious pretty quick. Okay. So we are here. Can we not visit? Okay. We want to go inside so we can eat. Okay, here we go. Okay, so they've also just got like plates out for you to purchase from, which is kind of weird. So we have barbecue hamburgers, poutin, I don't know, and barbecue hot dogs. I think he was the one that's a vegetarian. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna let her have a barbecue hot dog, and I am gonna let him have this, whatever that is. Are we walking in the back door? Oh, that's not realistic at all. Did you buy it? Did she buy it? I don't think she did. Can you purchase and eat this? Okay. Oh, she got it now. Okay. I also wish they would sit together. Maybe they would if I had them in a group, I don't know, but I just feel like they should sit together. And her dress is clipping through the table. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, at least we're getting a good meal. And we're spending out almost 2 hours indoors. I don't know what he's freaking out about. But okay, cool. Let's go ahead and go home. Everyone is always on their phones in this game. And they can also drop down and give us 20 in push-ups too. So, still got to deal with that in this game. Okay. Let's get them in here. I'm gonna get them upstairs. Let's just start with you. Let's have you use. Why don't you go ahead and take a shower, and then I think you could brush your teeth. And we'll have you come on up here. Maybe you sit on the chair for a second. You do want to watch TV, so we could watch a little bit of TV actually. That will kind of give you a little bit of a start on that. I don't know if that you'll finish it, but you can pretend. Or at least give it your best shot. Okay, so she's finally sitting down to watch some TV. And he is getting in the shower. Okay. Nice. Okay, so she is still working on watching that TV, but does she need anything? Just sleep mainly. Why doesn't let's pick a reaction. Oh, you want to watch TV too? Okay, come watch it. Wow, look how he relaxes on the couch. All right, let me fast forward a little bit while they're just watching TV until one of them finishes. Okay, I'm gonna let them finish watching at 10. And she just finished her wand. Fantastic. Okay, and he also just finished his in the nick of time. All right, let me turn that off because it does take power. And then I think what we're gonna do... Maybe we give him a hug. Okay. Now that they've done that, she also has that, but I'm not too worried about it. I was gonna have them, like woohoo, or whatever it's called in here, be romantic, I guess. But I couldn't. And I also find it really ironic that the lips don't touch of the people kissing. Oh, now they do? Okay, my other save file, they did not. They did not touch. It was so weird. They might have actually fixed it. I know they did put a patch out today, so maybe that was the whole thing. Because yeah, it came out and my Sims are not kissing, like lip touching kissing on the other save. That's funny. Talk about time spent together. Wink knowingly. Yeah, talk about time spent together. Aw, very cute. Okay, we also that's stupid buy a picture frame. We don't really care. Try to have a baby with can be cross. Maybe?
Sippe.
We'll see.
Tibu.
Memu.
Mika.
Nubitu bitu.
Sabo.
I have 2 hard ones now. Because I don't want either of them to go, you know? Okay, it is getting late, so I'm actually going to send them off to bed. Because time surely goes quick. What was his? Oh, he wants to propose. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there for these guys. When we come back, we will try another family and see kind of what we can get down to. I would like to try some of like the naughtier things, but we got to find the sim that kind of fits the vibe, you know what I mean? Or the para, sorry. That's going to get me a little bit of time getting used to. I would like to know in the comments what you guys are thinking about the game so far. If you guys agree with any of the things that I said, or if you think like I'm just being too particular and just wanting it to be too much like The Sims 4, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Obviously, keep the comments, you know, genuine and nice. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. In the description below is all my social media links, so definitely check those out. And I will talk to you guys in my very next one. Thanks very much for watching.